stuff tonight. Stuff people have been asking for. I got some frogs, some Terminator frogs, some snag proof frogs. I've got new in the package Strike King, Spro, Havoc. I got a lot of stuff. I got some Mans. I've got some Excalibur XCS 100s, 200s. I've got Bandits. I've got all kinds of stuff tonight. It's going to be great. A mega lot bought down in Mississippi, and so we'll pass these deals down to you. I'm going to go ahead and run a giveaway. I've recently got some exclusive color Congo Cross from 6 Cents. I love the color. This is kind of like a almost like a magic crawl, but it's almost like with a little there. So I'll put a half a dozen in there, a little 6 pack. And we're going to do that for a giveaway for our followers, number one, and get this thing started. And I'll try to do two more throughout the evening, maybe more. At least do one on the hour. So let's go up here, follower giveaway. And I got a buyer's giveaway. I'll run that very last because the way the buyer's giveaways work, um, anybody that buys anything throughout the show, if I run at the end, you'll be eligible. So, giveaway number one. This is one of my favorite little soft plastic. That is the Congo Crawl from 6 Cents, and I'm gonna call that a little smoky magic crawl because it's not straight green pumpkin, but I love the blue flash on there. Great for clear water. It's nice. What's up, John? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Make sure you're getting that giveaway. Win a little pack of Magic Cross. But anyway, I got a bunch of stuff tonight. I got some line in the box. I've got line, got all kinds of stuff. I got some old school. Check these out. Old school Berkeley gripper jigs. I don't make these anymore. These are new in the package. That one there is a football jig. Got the 3D eyes and some grubs. Got all Hank Parker's name. So you can fish them. You can keep collect them. I got some Pit Boss. Everybody's looking for Pit Boss. I got some. We got plenty of hard baits in here. What do you guys want to get started? I'll tell you what we could do. First thing up, y'all want to run a jackhammer in the package? Let's do that. Let's run a jackhammer in the package. So this will be item number one. I'll run it under hard baits. Jackhammer in the package. 3/8 ounce white. So tonight we're gonna run 15 seconds sudden death or 20 seconds sudden death on hard baits, 15 on plastic. And here we go. Started at $1. Old jackhammer, 3/8 white in the package. What's up, Hella Bass? I got some froggies tonight. Should have some good deals. Yes, it is football weekend. The Vols didn't kick me in the nuts, so I felt good about it. Here we go. And our first winner of the night is Wes. Thank you, Wes. All right. We'll stay in the package with some stuff. Here we go. Here's a KVD 2.5 square belt, and this color is chartreuse root beer. Don't see that one all the time. Here we go. I am not hell. Oh, I thought you asked if I was driving. Love this color. Don't see it a whole lot. This one is in the package. All right. Thank you, Wes. I'm just grabbing some random stuff. I got more hard baits. You guys interested in any mans tonight? Any bandits? How about this? Here's a little Spro Little John DD45. This is the small one. This is kind of that micro series. There's a little DD45 citrus shad in the package. This there retails $12.99. We're running it for $1. Let's go. Yeah, with the tariffs, I bet it's probably around $14. Everything's really gone up. Uh, Matter of fact, that we got a first time purchase. Anytime you get a first time purchase, I'll send you a free bait or pack of baits in your shipment. So thank you very much. All right. I tell you what, I got another one of those. This is Nasty Shad. Same bait, different color. Here we go. I'm starting this one at $1. And that's Nasty Shad, their version of Sexy Shad. I really like these small mid-depth crankbaits in the fall because you get a lot of bait fish that size. Uh, I try to keep one tied on quite a bit. I did a video over those mid-depth crankbaits last year. Thanks again, John. All right. Oh, I forgot to label that one. All right, let's run that. That giveaway should be running. Got to think of what I want for the buyers giveaway. Maybe throw in an old school balsa bait of mine tonight. Might be the buyers giveaway. Yeah, they love the Spro on Kentucky Lake. That's for sure. Let this thing run. Ooh, there's a new Rapala in the package. If you guys want some hard to get stuff, I can run some tough Rapalas here in a minute. All right, here comes the giveaway. If you guys didn't get in it, the winner is going to be Widget 10. He has won the giveaway. Thank you, old Levi. Next thing, here we go. Here's a jerk bait. This is a Rapala Shadow Wrap in the box, blueback herring, SDR 11. $8.99 was the retail at one time. Let's run it for $1. I like this color. This is a really good color. And this is blueback herring. Um, it imitates a lot of bait fish. Thank you, Wes. It is beautiful outside today. I've got the door open and everything. What do you guys want to do? You want to run some plastics? Want to run some havoc? I've got some reaction innovations. Stick the stuff in the package. Here we go. How about a 6XD in the pack? This color is called Pro Blue. All right, I'll run it, Joe. 6XD Pro Blue. I haven't sold all the flat A's, Robert. I do have some frogs and top water. I can dive into that next. I do not have any depths evoke. All right, Wes, we'll run it. Thank you, Levi. What's up, Wicked Ranger? We're selling baits. All right. What do we? Oh, all right. You guys ask all the time. I got one for you real quick. Everybody asks about 6 cents. Here's the old school. Uh, Here's the old school 6 cents flat 75. This color is called Barfish. This is old packaging. This is probably 10 years old at least in the flat 75. Here we go. We're going to run it. This is a vintage one. I did not score any Skeet's old tackle because he never responded to me. I definitely had a plan and I offered him a lot of money for it. I do got some Barfish 5XDs and 6XDs, I believe, tonight, too. Hey, thank you, John. First purchase, we'll be giving John a free bait uh, with his package. Thank you, John. You'll like that. I know you're a 6 cents lover. That's one you probably want to display or fish. It's catch. That's flat 75 fish. Somebody asked about frogs. Look at this box. This is just a box of good stuff here. Got balsa baits, wake baits. I got a P70. And these frogs got baby powder on them. Here we go. How about this old snag proof? Anybody know the name of this, by the way? I believe that is a snag proof Wobbletron, and that's kind of a green pumpkin color. It's got the legs on it. Oh, yeah, snag proof Wobbletron, old school. Here we go. We're going to run this as a hard bait, $1. Go look at the price of old snag proof frogs on eBay. It will blow your freaking mind. I've got a couple of these, I believe. And Josh D is going to take it down. And he made a first purchase too. Josh, thank you so much. I'll throw you a free bait in with your package. Or I might throw you a free pack of baits. You never know. I'm going to run quite a while tonight. I'm going to try to run to about 10 o'clock. I'll probably get 200 items to sell tonight. All right. How about another frog? I got two. Let's do three more frogs. I got a poppin' perch, another wobbletron, and I got a really nice Terminator frog right here. All right, Terminator poppin' frog. Man, these things are super super soft, and a lot of guys are looking for these. I guess they were discontinued. Uh, Great color here, kind of like a ghost pearl. Man, all right, here we go. And it's got purple in it. You can never go wrong with purple. It's running. It is running. Uh, Got a P70 pop R in this box. Got some spinner baits in here too. And WV Fishing has made his first purchase. Thank you so much. Man, we're getting lots of first purchase tonight. You're going to have some gifts there once you receive your bait. And the only reason I'm not digging them out right now is I got so much stuff next to me. It will take me longer to dig out the free baits than it will to just get them when I'm shipping. All right. Poppin' Pad Perch, Strike King. These are really cool. I know Todd Castledine big on these. This guy, I bought all this stuff. He put baby powder on all his frogs, and they are even softer. So this thing collapses really well. This is like new, never been fished. Poppin' Pad Perch. And that's just a sexy shade color. Todd Castledine. He is a FLW fishing pro, Major League Fishing pro. Um, Good dude. Thank you, Clay. I'm going to try to go fast tonight. So I'll run these frogs and we'll dig up some bandits and stuff. I do got some footloose. Got a couple flat max. Yes, scent free baby powder for the rubber. Or you just put it under the sink in the hot water. Here's another snag proof Wobbletron. This is a green, just with a white belly. See, now this is the one I would use. And it's cool. Got the weight in the back. I like the white belly, just very natural. I have no clue, Robert, but if I could find some, I'd love to. Here we go. And I got some regular snag proofs down here too, but we'll run them later. I got some Ish's fat pop fat frogs. I didn't bring them in here. Hey, we got another first time buyer. Holy cow, guys. Thank you so much. All you first time buyers coming into my show. I try to run usually on Sunday nights. I'm going to give you guys a special heads up. I scheduled the show for next Saturday, and I've got probably 20 pre-pro Pradco bandits in tough colors. One of the colors I found out, it was a very early run and not many exist. And then I've got probably a dozen man's baby minus ones. Man, I already ran the only chatterbait I had tonight, Jason Cotto. I I was kind of impressed to get stuff, and I didn't. All right, who's down for another frog? How about another Terminator frog? Another Terminator frog. Here's another Terminator popping frog. It's kind of a shad color. 503. That ain't too bad. That's 6 hours of driving. Another Terminator popping frog. Here we go. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. They just somebody put baby powder in the frog box. And I actually recommend that. That keeps everything nice and soft. I've got several more pop Terminator frogs. I just only got a select amount of frogs. Y'all want to run some poppers? I've got some poppers too here, and they actually cut the leg uneven. So, man, we got another first time purchase over here. Thank you so much. Buzz baits, man. I don't have any buzz baits right now. Remind me, we'll run a next Sunday. I'll bring some buzz baits. It was just so hard to get everything. Yeah, man. I'm not far from Fort Campbell. So on this frog, I want to explain something. You see how one leg's shorter than the other? Guys do that. It makes your frog walk better left to right. All right, Daryl. I even got a few wake baits in here. Here we go. Here's a 6 cents splashback. One of my favorite poppers. I got one tied on right now. The splashback. This is chrome thread fin. I can't get this one to walk back and forth. Guys that like a P70, I like this one right here. Here we go. Little splashback. And guys, I really don't sell 6 cents unless I find it used or in a lot of tackle. So all the stuff on my back wall, um, that's not for sale. 5-inch mag draft? No, sir, I don't. Robo Easy Sheds. That I do not have. I got a buddy that buys every one he sees. Thank you, John. Only frog I need is my Hush Frog or Snag Proof. I like the Hush Frog. It's a really good one. Speaking of Snag Proof, here we go. I got some baby Snag Proofs in here. Let's see if you guys want these too. Here's a little white Snag Proof frog. This is not the issues. I think this is a small Bobby's popping frog. Here we go. Little white Snag Proof. I know it says hard bait, but this is the smaller version. Again, got the legs have been cut on this thing. Be good for fishing mats. Hey, thank you, Alabama Bassin. I believe that's my buddy Lewis. Could be wrong. And I'm gonna run another one right here. No Karashi. I don't really have new stuff, bud. Most everything I get is consignment or I buy out lots. But I don't. Of course, got some black and red on here. This is a little baby Snag Proof. I don't know if I only got a few more frogs, so I'll save them for later. Don't think this is the Bobby's perfect. And Levi, take that down. No, I don't really have any walleye stuff right now. What's up, Bradley? Let's see. Trying to. If y'all can see these boxes I've got below me. So, but anyway, next Saturday night, I'm going to be doing Man's pre-practical legendary lures. I'll have some pretty rough or rare lucky crafts as well. Um, should be a good show. Maybe even put some balsa on there. All right, top water. See if we got any more poppers. All right, here we go. Oh, chug bug, chrome blue chug bug. There you go. Any top water crawlers? No, sir. Chrome and blue chug bug. And this is the old rattling chug bug. It's in good shape. I don't know if it's pre-Rapala or not. There's no difference between the molds in pre-Rapala and the Rapala ones. It's definitely, I think it's post, but as far as the chug bug goes, it's the same plastic, same mold. Correct. Never fished that. You never fished a chug bug, man. I like to fish them really fast, almost rip them. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Speaking of poppers, I don't want to run every popper at once because then the guys that come in 2 hours from now will be asking for them. Discontinued Arashi. I believe this they call this the cover pop. This is a cover pop '09. So this is the big version. Love this color right here. These things will walk very good back and forth. Here we go. This is a very good bait. Out of all the Rashi stuff, this is probably one of the better things they made. Yeah, Wheeler definitely pimped it. It catches. I've got one in my go-to popper box. That's for sure. And hey, Wicked Ranger, thank you so much. I can fit this in this bag. I got two more poppers I'd like to run real quick, and then we're going to move on. What's the crazy ass Norman guy looking for? All right, here we go. Here's a little Bill Dance Excalibur popping image. Rebel double deep we are. That I do not have. Little Bill Dance. Ivino stuff, yeah. Little Bill Dance popping image, baby bass. This is a small one. Yes, sir. Go Vols. It's a tough one. Who's? I've got a really tough spitting image in here. I don't know if I may run. We're gonna get a new buyer on this. Gorilla Junior, first purchase. Thank you. I'll throw you a free bait in there with your yeah. Always welcome to throw out requests. I got some pretty tough DT6s. Got some common DT6s. Somebody asked for Ivino. I do not have any. I don't know if I have any Splashits, but I do have a little yellow magic right here. So splash it. I do got some spinner baits. Josh will tell you what we'll run a few next. Don't have Mardi Gras. I've got even rarer colors. Here's a little splash it. This is the smaller size. Clear red head. It's even still got the hook protectors on it. Um, Great little bait, man. So if you don't know, the Splash It, the Yellow Magic, and the Small Rico are all the same exact bait. Yeah, Jordan, I got some. Here we go. Started at $1. Have any shaky heads? I do. I didn't bring any with me, Taylor. I got some owners. I've got remind me, I'll put that on my list next week to bring shaky heads. And Wes to take it down. Thank you, Wes. That is a nasty color. I like those clear ones. Got any jigs? I do, Gary. I do. All right. So we've had spinnerbaits called for and jigs. We've got some poppers out of the way. I may have another yellow magic or two left. All right. Here we go. New in the package. Jewel heavy cover football jig, peanut butter and jelly. This real is the color that Wheeler threw on Kentucky Lake. Here we go. We'll run it. Start at $1. Three. This is 5/8 of an ounce too. Peanut butter and jelly. You get two in the package Joel football jigs. Now I've thrown these a lot. They catch a lot of fish. And hey, we got another first purchase. Guys, thank you so much. for the first time purchases. Try to give everybody a free bait. Yeah, War Eagle spinner bait coming up at you. Let's do it. Here we go. I don't know what size. I'm gonna say this is half ounce.
Hey, big man friends.
Hey, come here, Neely.
Wait, you want to see that?
I don't have a Hanks Classic. I do got a titanium Stanley wedge. All right, spot remover. This isn't the Screaming Eagle. Actually, it may be. I don't know. All right, spot remover. I believe this is half ounce War Eagle. Let's go. It's got the hidden weight in the back. I throw this color a lot. Yeah, I thought it was a Screaming Eagle. And Wes to take that one down. All right, Wes, I gotta get a. I've got a lot more spinner baits too. I tried to buy. I worked a little bit this morning, so I tried to kind of just go and grab. There's so much of this tackle I can't keep it at my house, so I had to take it over to my mom's where I keep my boat. Old school finesse jigs. Does he make those out of his pubic hair? All right. Damn. Trying to get some more spinner baits here. Of course, they all tangle on. Oh man, there's some good ones here. You know, I love a spot sticker spinner bait. Here's another War Eagle. Here's the War Eagle finesse spinner bait. I believe that's their sexy shad color. War Eagle finesse spinner bait. Got the little turtle blades. Now this is a good one, especially in the fall. Get around that shallow cover, lay downs, brush piles, skinny water. Want to imitate a small bait fish. These things catch bass. They got a table rock one I used to. Thank you, Josh. 60 people up here. Once it hits 7 o'clock, we'll run another giveaway. I'll try to do my giveaways on the hour. Might pull some 6 cents off the wall. Who knows? Definitely going to do a buyer's giveaway, and the buyers will be for a high end balsa bait. Oh, dang. All right. How about this? Check out this spot sticker. So, got the hidden weight back here, so you can reel it fast and keep it down. This is kind of a green pumpkin chartreuse. It's got painted blades on it. These gold chartreuse painted. And this might be the old SOB lures version. How can I get a hat made? Like a Baitman hat or this is straight from 6 cents. Yeah, dog. This is hot. Definitely going to imitate a bluegill, whatever you want. I love spot sticker. If you get on their website, they make a spinnerbait called the Baitman Special, and there's a reason why I'll let them make it. I've got about 4 of these things. There, old Darius. That's the boss of man right there. What about the weights today, Darius? For boat company, I tell you what, you could contact Sobro Goods on their website, Robert. If you want this style hat, these are great. There's kind of like a mesh, stretchy mesh, real cool hat. They got all kinds of designs. I don't really have any hats right now. I'm thinking about getting some Baitman hats. All right, here's another spot sticker. Now this one's kind of a glimmer blue white. We got the white blades on it. Got a little gold on the inside of the white. Again, there's the hidden weight. I'd say this is probably a half ounce. Well, I appreciate it. I may have some made. I'm either going to do them like this or I'm going to have like a Richardson done. Maybe my buddy over at Kentucky Lake Thread Company will do me some. I like the spot sticker. I like white blades. Overcast day in the fall or spring. Get me a few bites. Dude, OG Jaint shirts. Yeah, I wish I should have kept up on the Jaints deal. Um, I still call them Jaints. I'm gonna run two more spinner baits, and then we're gonna get back. We're gonna run a little bit of soft plastics, then we're gonna get back into hard baits. So I need to get a chair with a back on it. Oh, all right. This is a cool spot sticker because you don't see a lot of double Colorado ones. Actually, we got a turtle blade here, and we got a Colorado on the clevis, and this is kind of a watermelon red color. Really cool one. And again, there's that hidden weight down there. So small, compact spinnerbait. Here we go. One thing I like, they got a big old hook on them as well. What do you guys think about the coin flip? So I don't run a trailer on these spot stickers. I run just a trailer hook. I fish them fast. Thank you, Wes. Like this one's probably actually maybe a 3/4. Keep it down, and you can fish it down and fast. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, thanks for joining as well. If you've never gotten an auction, come on. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair. All right, this is a Stanley wedge, and I believe it's the titanium wedge. This is kind of like a golden shiner color. Little titanium wedge here, little golden shiner color. A lot of guys are looking for these. Just haven't found one. Here we go. Last spinnerbait for a bit. I personally think they should have done the coin flip after practice. That throws a giant curve in there. The gold blade's nasty on an overcast day. I like my spinner baits. Thank you, Wes. It's getting harder and harder to find them Stanley wedges. I've had a lot of guys ask about them. I know I've got more, but that was the first one I saw, and that's a titanium one. I think that one's probably a 1/4 ounce. All right. God dang. I got a box out here. I put all this stuff at, and the wind blows it. Don't sleep. How about a man's? Y'all sleeping on me or not? Double stamp 1- gray ghost. Double stamp 1- gray ghost. Needs cleaned up. Here we go. We're running it. Double stamped 1- gray ghost. This is the biggie. I like to throw one random in every now and then. And it's a Wes. Thank you, sir. Wes Gore. Wes Gordon. I got so many Wes's. Trash. I'm running out of bags again. Number 27. All right. I'm just opening up random stuff. Deep crankbait. DT20 Regal Shad. Here we go. DT20 Regal Shad. Got the weight and the lip. Actually, I think this is Helsinki Shad. That's it. Helsinki Shad. Regal Shad's got the purple. I agree, Darius. It's all good. Well, if your brother comes pick it up, you might get a surprise there. Thank you. All right. Let's run a couple more jigs. Let's run some plastics. I got to move these. Man, I got a lot of stuff. Hopefully, I can make it. Pit Boss coming up. More jewel jigs. We're going to do some Berkeley gripper jigs. Oh, here's a Spro Fat Papa. How about some Lucky Craft? All right. Got some Zoom here. All right. We're going to run some soft plastics, okay? First thing, some Zoom Mag Finesse worms in watermelon moon dust. Check this color. I do got some wake baits. Watermelon moon dust. I think somebody sprayed some stink on these things too. Love this color. This is the Mag Finesse worm. All right, here we go. Soft plastic. 15 seconds, started at $1. Mag Finesse worm, watermelon moon dust. This is a special run color. I like the Mag Finesse worm. It's just a little bit thicker. Thank you, Daryl. All right, here we go. Havoc Pit Boss Jr. Big Texan. Y'all can't see that color. Havoc Pit Boss Jr. Big Texan. Here we go. Andrew over at Tackle Talk loves the Pit Boss. Thank you, Tom Ann. All right. Get your little, you and Darius get your own special box down there. All right. Some Missile Baits Baby D Bomb. Candy Grass. Full pack. I wouldn't pay more than $2 or $3 for these. They retail for like $3.99. So great color though. I love flipping a D bomb or pitching one. The cool thing about the baby ones, they make great finesse jig trailers. And Dylan, first time purchase. Thank you, Dylan. Oh, it ran under Hardbaits. What the heck? What the heck? Hold on, let me go to my shop real quick. Uh, Here we go. Here's a pack of Strike King Structure Bug Watermelon Red Flake. And yes, this $6.99 retail. We're going to start it at $1. Watermelon Red Strike King Structure Bug. I'm doing 15-second sudden death on the plastics. Thank you, Daryl. Good deal. Got a half off. All right. Here's another pack of Havoc Green Pumpkin. Havoc Pit Boss Jr. Run more? Okay. If I had some more Strike King, I'll see what I got. Havoc Pit Boss Jr. and Green Pumpkin. Y'all gonna let Time Man get all these. Wes gonna take it down. I may have some big ones laying around. That's perfect, man. That's perfect. All right. More soft plastics do I got? Oh, you guys have been asking for Ned baits. Oh, yeah. Yep, I found some more structure bugs. All right. Let's do this. 2 for 1. How about this? Rage cutter worms. We have black and blue swirl. These are the Ned cutter worms, black and blue swirl. And then I've got Okeechobee crawl. 2 for 1, 15 seconds. Here we go. 2 packs. Ned Rage cutters. Black blue swirl Okeechobee crawl. You won't get both packages. Thank you, Wiffle Tech. First purchase. Thank you so much. I'll send you a free pack of baits with your purchase. We're right on here, number 4. We will get back to hard baits here in a little bit. Reaction Innovations. Let's do a 2-for-1 on here. Skinny dippers or little dippers. Here's some dirty Sanchez. I think they are. Actually, I think these are green pumpkin. They're in the wrong. These are green pumpkin. And then some sexy shads. 2-for-1. Here we go. 2-for-1 on the little dippers. Sexy shad and some green pumpkin. I don't think the pack is full on the green pumpkin, but it's definitely full. These are great swim jig trailers. Great swim jig trailers. I don't know if I have watermelon gold. Thank you, Dylan. Number 5. All right. More rage bugs. Full pack. Green pumpkin rage bug. Green pumpkin rage bug. Oh man. Oh man. I just found some goods. And there's Jim. Thank you. Dude, I love the skinny dippers and the little dippers. I'm fixing to go have to whoop my kid's butt. Baby D bombs. LD. This color is called Desert Storm. Baby D bomb. There you go. Need a bunch of bugs and magnums. I got some more skinny dippers I can run here in just a second. Baby D bomb. Desert Storm. Goodbye at $1. Great buy actually. Great buy. How about this? How about some Gambler Little Otters? This is the black swirl color. Ooh, Gambler Little Otters, 4 inch. It's actually the ugly otter. I'm sorry. Let's see. I tell you what. We'll run a pack of baby D bombs and candy grass and the 4 inch little otter. Don't have any why nots. Here we go. You get both packs. Baby D bombs, candy grass, little otter, and the black swirl. 2 packs. And we got I can't pronounce it. Something music. Thank you so much. They are full packs. Get it in this thing here. Rubber band needs. Great. Right. Here we go. Here's another pack of skinny dippers. Bad Sexy is the color. Bad Sexy. Here we go. Skinny dippers. Bad Sexy. I would make it as 2-for-1, but I want to have 2 packs. Bad Sexy on a skinny dipper. Very similar, like cross between Sexy Shad and Gunnersville Shad. Thank you, Daryl. All right. Zoom Mag Finesse Worm in June Bug. Mag Finesse Worm in June Bug. Full pack. Thank you, sir. Wiffle Tech. see what else I got in here. Uh, I am fixing to switch Mag Finesse Worms black. Jeff, I have not. I don't have any fishing pliers, Rose. I'm sorry. Mag Finesse Worms in black. And then we're going to do a bulk dinger. And I'm going to get back out of soft plastics for a bit. Thank you, Warren. All right, here we go. Here's a bulk pack, 5-inch dingers, 30 count, black blue flake. Yep, 30 count. It's never been opened. I just sold some paddle tails. 30 count dingers, black blue flake. Daryl will take it down. That's a good buy, Daryl. All right. Let's get back into the hard bait game. Or let's do some jigs real quick. Let me swap over to hard baits. All right. Berkeley flipping jig, gripper, black and blue. You get 2 trailers. These are kind of a collector's deal, or you can fish these. They don't make this anymore. 5/8 of an ounce. Here we go. Berkeley gripper. Got the J. Ellis on the package. The Power Bait original jig. These are on eBay for about $8-9 a pack. I've actually got a dealer's case of these things. Wes will take that one down. All right. Now, here's the Mike Iaconelli one. Mike Iaconelli's. This is half ounce. You got the Power Bait double tail, gripper jig, finesse jig. Yes, I do. Slab Slayer. I just ran a chug bug. I don't know if I have a skitter pop. This is the one with Iaconelli, and I got one with Hank Parker too. So we'll run all 3 guys: Hank, Jay, and Iaconelli. Thank you, sir. All right, here's old Hank Parker gripper football jig. This one's a half ounce. This is kind of a green pumpkin with some red in it with the double tails. Here we go. Giveaway coming up in about 13 minutes. I need to change this to 15 seconds. I like to run quick. Thank you, Dylan. $2 on a pack of jigs is not a bad deal. Well, there's actually an extra skirt in here, by the way. So you get 2 trailers, a jig, and an extra skirt, which I should have gave you an extra jig because, you know. All right, here's some more Jewel football jigs. 5/8 of an ounce Jewel football jig. This one's Texas Crawl, heavy cover football jig. Heard that. Heard that, Bradley. I wish I had some Hank Parker Man's spinner baits. Texas Crawl. This is a good one. Company name. God dang it. To make Oldham spinner baits has a color like this. They call it coon ass. That's a color I throw a lot here on Kentucky Lake. Daryl's going to take it down. We're going to get in some good deals tonight. All right, how about a little top water action? New in the package top water. Oh, I found some shaky heads. Here we go. I found some shaky heads. I'll run that under miscellaneous. All right. Fritz side, Kentucky Blue, new in the package. This is the Fritz side Junior, new in the package. Kentucky Blue. New in the package, Fritz side. Fritzside Jr. Don't have any crappie jigs, Rose. This is pretty much all bass tackle. Thank you, sir. 30. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, I got a box. When I get done, I toss in the box, and my aim's been off. Hold on. I got pause real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had to go jump onto my kids for a little bit. For some reason, when I come in here to sell baits, it's like, hey, it's time to act a fool. When I can hear them out here yelling at each other, it's time to calm down. So, all right. Spro Fat Papa Walker 30. Any rage tail worms? I just sold some. Spro Fat Papa Walker 130. Color is the deal. Started at $1. I don't know if I have any more right now. Dude, I like the man spinner baits. This is a pretty cool bait. They kind of tried to make a small lunker punker out of this deal. Great deal. About a 6XD chartreuse perch. Chartreuse perch 6XD. $1. Mark Zona absolutely train wrecked him on Kentucky Lake on that color. Dude, what's a 6XD now? $9 new? $10 new? This is the good one. This is a Costa Rica one, not a China one. Jim. Old school Lucky Craft Gunfish 95. Gunfish 99 Aurora Black. One of my favorite baits of all time. Here we go. Gunfish 95 Aurora Black in the package. Yeah. I could pull mine out of my tackle box. They don't look this pretty because they are absolutely chewed. Ty Man takes it down. Tell you, Ty might like this one down there in Alabama. All right. Guess what? Here's another one. Gunfish 99. Look at that. 15.99. We started at $1. Chartreuse shad. Gunfish 95. Excuse me just a second. I've got to get a drink. Thank you, Jay Davis. All right. Oh, new in the package. Old school bait here. I don't see many of these. Look at this. Build Ant suspending fat free shad. This is kind of like uh I don't know, kind of like a barfish color in the package. Here we go. Old school vintage bait. Great color. Yeah, I don't see it very often. Oh, there's gray there at the end. Thank you, gray. I really don't want to rot on this, but I'll rot on the back. Son of a bitch, it fell open. Of course, the package would fall open. I'll get some tape, tape it up or something. I hope that ain't a deal breaker gray because it fell open, but I'll try to ship it. All right. What else we got in here in the packages? Oh, here we go. Old school Head and Super Spook Junior. Started at $1. $6.99 retail in here. Well, if it's in the package, I like to ship it in the package. Them old packages, man, they just deteriorate over time. And Warren's going to take it down. Good deal, Warren. Yeah. All right. Let's dig back in the box for a minute. That's about all I've got. Oh, I got one more 6XD. Actually, KVD 2.5 in the package, chartreuse powder blue. 2.5 KVD chartreuse powder blue in the package. I've got a couple special run 2.5s as well. Thank you, Ryan. Gary, thank you, sir. That's kind of going to be the last of the new stuff. I've got a few more, but let's go and get them OGs. That's what y'all want. Y'all want some OGs? Ooh, I see Bandits. I see Norman Fatboy. I see Bagley. A couple Rapala, some more Bill Dance. See who's paying attention here. Here's a man's. This is a man's -4, and this is they call this like a matte tiger color. Very similar to a Lucky Craft color. There's some junk on the bill, look, some glue or something, but yeah, this is a hot one. Here we go. I got a chartreuse black back one. But yeah, this is a man's bait right here. This is kind of a newer version. Dude, why you keep going outside in your good shoes? I done told you. And look how dirty those things are. No. I watched you playing in the yard in them earlier. No. These dang kids, you get them. Okay, okay. Don't argue with me. These dang kids, you buy them $100 pair of shoes and they want to go fishing at the pond in them. And they said, well, they got dirty at school. They don't get tar on them. I'm literally watching you run in the yard and play basketball, and you're going to tell me, all right, how about another man's? Same model, American Shad. Woo. You go, I believe this is the, uh, they had the baby -4. This is just the -4 series. It's basically their square bill, which they didn't stamp them or anything like that. Woo. Thank you, Wes. All right. Y'all want a couple bandits? We want bandits. We want Rapala. I know y'all like -1s. Got some Excalibur square bills in here. Is it giveaway time? All right, it's giveaway time. Let me get something for a giveaway. Let me get something for a giveaway. Uh, should I do 6 cents or should I do something else? Let's see what kind of giveaway we can run. I tell you what, I do got. I got some line. Let's give away a spool of line. Let's give away a spool of line, and I'll give away a 6 cents bait. Let's do. Let's do a PD7. Follower giveaway number 2. Great little fall crankbait. PD7 and some Cast King fluorocarbon line. This is 200 yards. It is. Ooh, we can't crank on that. It's 25-pound test. Hold on. You know what? We'll just give away a PD7. Okay. Follower giveaway. Follower giveaway number 2 is up. It's the Heater Shad Peak Pressure Series 7. Let's get back in this box. You say bandits? All right. Let me dig a few bandits out here. Here's a couple 200s. Let's see what else I got. Oh, that's a good one. There's another good 200. How about a footloose? How about 2 footlooses? Let's see if we got any more bandits. We got a Norman Fat Boy. Here's a do a couple flat maxes. All right. Bandits are coming up. Let me get a drink. Go ahead and pull out some of those tough ones. Next Saturday, I'll have the real tough ones, Gray. Be the hard to get stuff. And then, all right, Bandit 200. This is just chartreuse, brown crawl, chartreuse belly. I don't know if this is pre-Pradco or not. I think it's post. Here we go. It does not have the little TDs on there, but it's a good fish catching color bandit anyway. Wes says it's pre-Pradco, then I would say it's pre-Pradco. It is the Bandit Man. Fish catching color right here. Thank you, Balls. I love the name, Balls Z71. At least my kids calm down for a minute. All right. How about the old Citrus Bandit 200? Citrus Bandit 200. Go Citrus. Citrus Shad Bandit 200. This is a fish catching bait's what this is. Guys, we got 66 people in here. Get in for this giveaway. I'm giving away a 6 cents PD7 crankbait. Ball's going to take it down. Might take down the giveaway too. We had twice last week. We had buyers win giveaways. Most unique lure. I don't know. Probably that stealth A rig I got up there. Pretty unique. That or my glow in the dark rat. All right. Last 200 I got right now. This is a tough one, I believe. This is a chrome Tennessee shad. Chrome Tennessee shad. Dude, stealth rig is awesome. Chrome Tennessee shad 200. Here we go. Great looking bait. Now my dogs are acting crazy. If it ain't the kids, it's the dogs. If it ain't the dogs, it's the kids. Think you balls? All right, giveaway's got a minute. Make sure you're following me to get in that giveaway. Top right corner. And I'll get this stuff shipped out ASAP. You want to see the rat? Okay. I'd like to get through my bandits here, and we'll pull out the rat. All right, here's a bandit flat max. I believe it's kind of like that chartreuse shad. This is pre Pradco. You can see the little nipples on the bait. Flat max deep. Here we go. Flat max deep. Got the coffin bill on it. My next flat max is really special. Dude, the Vols are rolling. We'll see. They got to play Georgia next Saturday. We'll have a show on whatnot after the game. Is the giveaway item used? No, it's new in the package, dog. Yeah, dude. All right, giveaway time. New in the package PD7 is going to Alabama Bassin 205. Thank you, sir. I got my kids just will not stop it. Stop it. Stay in your room. Stay in your room. Get your room and stay in. Just go. I'll turn you straight. I'm sorry. You want to come out here with me? Dude, choking each other over cell phone chargers. Holy cow. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. It's very rude of me, but um, it's like when mom ain't home, daddy's going to be busy. Let's just act a fool. Hey, Sullivan, let me sell some stuff. If you're not going to buy anything, uh, I'm not trying to be rude. I like to get stuff out and show, but I'm trying to sell some baits. But I'll show. Let me get these bandits going. I'll pull out the rat. It's up here. So, all right. By the way, congrats on the win there, Alabama Bass. How much would you sell it for, though? I don't know. A buddy made it, gave it to me. All right, here we go. Bandit Flat Max Shallow, Purple Haze, one of my favorite bandit colors. Here we go, Flat Max Shallow. Yes, this is flat. Dude, this is an awesome freaking color. I've got one in the deep. Hey, we got a first time purchase. Thank you, Jax. I'll send you a free bait with your purchase. Try to do that for guys. All right, I got a Norman Fat Boy and two Bandit Footloose. We're fixing to run. One of them was a pretty tough color. Norman Fat Boy Chartreuse Black Back. Here we go. Norman Fat Boy Chartreuse. Do another giveaway at 8 o'clock tonight. I do have some 6 cents catwalks. Um, but you can buy them cheaper on their website than I can sell them for. Get on their website, use the discount code Baitman. You'll get 10% off. And I don't sell any of the 6 cents behind me. That's all my pro staff baits. We're at item number 50 already. I wish I had if I had a taco salad, I would have to get Big Muddy Fishing. He's been looking for one for a long time. But I may have a taco salad 200. All right, here we go. Here's a Footloose, Bandit Footloose Chartreuse Blue Back. Here we go. Chartreuse blueback, bandit footloose. Guys looking for small shallow divers, wake baits. This is a good one. This is a good one. No, I don't need a lunker hunt turtle. I usually like to sell baits that catch fish versus just a bunch of junk to win ICAST awards. All right, Ball Z, he'll take it down. He's into the bandits. That's for sure. Jackal muscle deep 10 or deeper. That's really not a long shot. I've had several in the past and sold them. I don't think I have any right now, but I know a place I might could find a few. All right, here we go. This is my other footloose. This is a tough one. Bandit footloose. This is a red craw, I believe. I don't know the exact color name. Wes probably does. Gray probably knows. I know it's red something. Red crawfish. Here we go. Don't see these very often. Footloose. You find their version in sexy shad. Actually, I think the ones I saw were that. Hey, there's Mr. Bandit. He's been sitting here probably waiting on one of them. All right. Number 52. I think I got a few of those in Flat Max, but I got way more bandits, but I didn't bring them all tonight. Like I said, I'll just skim the top of what we got. All right. How about some balsa? Y'all ready for some balsa? Let's see, there's one. So I got another box with some balsa baits. How about a couple Bill Dance fat-free shads and some tough colors? Hmm. Excalibur, square bills. Ow, RC 1.5. I did find another bandit. Bagley. There's some Rapala. Oh, yeah. I bought some tough to get Rapalas. Purple olive crawl. Green tiger. Ooh. All right. Got me a nice little variety of tougher stuff here. Here's the old school Balsa B1. Um, but this has got the double line tie. Tennessee shad. This is they quit making these. TK there's some guys that really want these things. Here we go. The baggy Balsa B2 with the double line tie. This one's in good shape. Guys kept it really nice. I was not a fan of the double line tie, but some guys were. Thank you, Landfill Duck. Again, one of the great all times. Don't have any. I don't have any B3s. Really don't have that many Bagleys right now. 65 people in here. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. 65 people in here. I enjoy doing this every Sunday, usually when my kids behave. This is a Thunder Shad balsa bait, kind of a sun granny color, that gold chartreuse full black back. Got a coffin bill. This dives about 8 to 9 feet. Here we go. Thunder Shad coffin bill. I've got one of these that's like a purple chartreuse, and I bust it out every now and then. So if you don't know, Rick Clunn used to endorse these Thunder Shads, and they were kind of mass produced, but they didn't sell great, and guys are kind of looking for them now. Darius going to take it though. Y'all don't sleep on a balsa bait. Darius will get it. Put that in a special box down here. All right. Y'all sleeping? Bandit 200 taco salad. Let's go. Taco salad, Bandit 200. Bandit 200. Somebody even put some red hooks on there, so it's like ketchup in your taco salad. Who is that that needs big money? Jay Davis. Thanks, sir. Big money. And trust me, if I find one, unless I find two, it's his. He's always asking. I would definitely do that for him. Name's Matt Sanders, I believe. All right. XCS 100 square bill discontinued. This is the citrus version. There you go. Excalibur XCS 100. And that citrus color. Excalibur. Here we go. Excalibur square bill XCS 100. Dude, how about, you know what? I even got a Rayburn red in this. We can run. Bax, how often do you check out? Hey, congratulations, Jim. How often do I check out other channels and just shake your head that people overbid on baits that are $5 or less on TW? Honestly, not too often. Um, people get caught up in bidding, and that's part of it. There is a personal um, thing to it. Like, that's why I try to be different than everybody else. Um, I try to do my own thing. Whatnot's more than just putting baits on and selling. Okay. Um, I'm actually going to create a podcast. It's going to be called the Bait Cast, and I'm thinking for the first episode, I'm going to talk about the do's, the don'ts, and the reselling because I get a lot of people in my DMs asking me about reselling, and I'm going to be honest with you. I try to help everybody out, but thin mans or minus. I got a couple more minus ones in here. Um, yeah, Rich. So like little Rich, he doesn't mind paying a decent price for baits I like. When I find something I like, especially if it's in the color I like, I will overpay. Um, if I've been treated good, like Martin, FLW Tim, Harris, some of the other really good sellers on here. I've paid a little bit more than I normally would because I like them, and I know a lot of guys, whether they're just trying to get some extra money or they're using it as a side business, every sale kind of helps. You know what I mean? Um, Now, saying that, I buy a lot from Tackle Warehouse. You could say they're big box, but I have a deal with Tackle Warehouse. They reached out to me and offered me an affiliate program when it was really tough to get one. And, they support me and what I do, and that goes a long way with me. Versus some other people that's reached out and all they want me to do is promote their website and offer me 10% off baits. That just doesn't, that's no good for nobody. But, if you want to support your friend, if you like a host, I don't mind guys overpaying. My biggest thing on Whatnot is be prepared to sell. Do your research. Like, don't just go to a yard sale and buy $200 of baits, and on your live stream, you don't know the difference between a Norman and a Rapala. Heard that. Heard that. All right, give me. So sorry, I didn't mean to get on a rant. All right, and but y'all wake LC Lucky Craft Original Rick Clun RC 1.5. Oh, yeah. This one's in great shape. Y'all got 15, 20 seconds to get on it. Dude, I love talking baits and information. Like, y'all know that Rick Clun didn't design this bait. A guy named Mike Otten actually designed this bait. And then Lucky Craft put Rick's name on it. Great price on that, kidder. Great price. But we're about getting deals sometimes. Like that bait right there on eBay, guaranteed most of the time, that's going to be $15 to $20, if not more. But we get it for 13 and we say, you got a great buy. And that's also one reason I try to buy all this stuff in big lots That way I don't have a lot in it. So I'm not gonna. I got. I ain't gonna lie. I got canceled on something this week. It was late at night, and I kind of got a repo man for less than $15, and it got canceled. So I won't buy from that person no more. I'm sorry that nobody was watching, but all right, check this. This is sweet. This is a Bill Dance Jimmy Houston Bill Dance fat free shad. I love this color. I don't know what they call it. I love the glitter. If you're living on a clear lake and want to crank, here we go. This beautiful bait. Discontinued baits and deals. Well, I'm fixing to run two of them. There was a time, man, these Bill Dance Jimmy Houston baits were super hot. They're still fish catching machines. Thank you, Tom. I got a ton of stuff to go through tonight. Tell you what, if my kids would put some energy into helping me ship, I think I scared them good. No, they haven't. I mean, so I look at it like this: if I bought Repo Man for $50 a piece, or Vixens, I just let people know, hey, that's what I got in them. That's what I got to start them at. Oh, Big Muddy might have found his taco salad. All right, here we go. Here's another one of those Jimmy Houston Build Ants. I love these holographic craw colors, man. I don't see these that often. Like I said, if I find one muddy, it's yours. Man, this would be a killer if I lived like Toledo Bend, Rayburn. Actually, it'd probably be a really good Ozarks color as well in that clear water. I brought a few with me. I've got several of these, but there's Gray. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate it. All right, I got two rare Rapala DT6. Oh, we got shallow. We got shallow baits. Give me just a minute after I run these. We got squares. What state am I from? I am from the state of Kentucky, ran by Dictator Bashirs. Excuse me, I didn't say that. Yeah, I live in Kentucky, Western Kentucky, right near Kentucky Lake. It is a commonwealth. All right, we've got DT6 Purple Olive Craw. This is a hot one. Maybe even rare. DT6 Green Tiger. Y'all ready? We're going to run Green Tiger first. Here we go. 20 seconds sudden death on a rare bait. I see a lot of 10s. I see some 14s. Don't see too many DT6s. This might be one of two I run tonight. Thank you, Gray. It's amazing how quiet my kids got when I threatened out the belt. Got to separate them sometimes. Got to separate them. I love them to death. Junior had some great tackles in football this week. All right, purple off crawl. Y'all ready? This is a beautiful bait. This is. I love the purple on it. All right, here we go. Purple olive crawl DT6. This is a great color for clear water. Great natural looking color. It almost imitates a bluegill as well. That's one thing that's cool about that. Yeah, I had to roll in there and can't believe you're selling purple. Well, some of them will. Thank you, Clay. If I've got extra, I've got three in my personal box, Mr. Bandit. Now I am trying to collect every purple variation bandit, so I've got purple that purple I need there's a white purple crawl I need. There's some other stuff. You've never seen that DT color. Well, that's one reason that one's discontinued. All right. Oh, gosh damn. All right, let me adjust something here. All right. More hard baits. I got some more Rapalas. Oh, there's a biscuit. All right. Y'all ready for a -1? Y'all been waiting on a -1. How about a speed trap? OG speed trap. Old Rapala. Just 2.5. Some exclusive color 2.5. Oh man, I found two real good Rapalas in here. Y'all gonna like this. Y'all gonna like what I got coming up. Ah, screw it. We'll put a built deep little end in here as well. If there's anything else I'm missing. All right, deep little end. This is a good color here. You have any Texas rig pegs? I don't at the moment. No Mardi Gras. We'll run the repair. Here we go. Hey, thank you, tow truck Willie. Deep little end. I forgot what they even call this. Of course, I've got a deep little end catalog right beside me. Uh, well, thank you, Carl. Is that Neely out here? It's amazing my kids will choke each other over a cell phone charger. And guess what? One of them will lose it. Here's a Norman middle end Chartreuse blue. Let's see. It is actually called brown khaki orange is what it was. Chartreuse blue gel coat Norman middle end right here. I actually don't have too many Normans to run tonight. I like the middle end. This is a really good bait. It gets slept on quite a bit. Thank you, Kidder. All right. Well, I'm gonna open the box. Here we go. How about the old deep down fat wrap? Finland down deep fat wrap. The old school crawdad. Any spider bait containers? No. I got some barking spiders. Old school bait here, Finland made. Down deep fat wrap. That crawfish color. These actually sell pretty good. We back. Hellabass is back. Hellabass, how is the Phoenix treating you? Oh, great. We already sold some OG War Eagle spinner baits. I might have some more though. Awesome. I like the Phoenix pretty well. Hell, actually, before I bought the Triton, I almost pulled the trigger on a Phoenix 919, and actually it was the boat I was going to buy. And I was on the phone with a financing deal. Guess what? My buddy's got a Triton 20XS Elite, and I said, "Oh yeah," and that's how I ended up with my boat. All right. How about a quarter-ounce speed trap pre-Rapala? Actually, I don't think this is pre-Rapala. I do not see the dimples, but speed trap anyway. A little speed trappy fish catching bait. Jeff, I don't know if I have any hot lips tonight. What size are you wanting? Man, speed trap is a catcher. Daryl going to sneak in for $2 on the speed trap. Great buy. It's a fish catching deal there. The only problem I got with the new ones is sometimes the bills like to break. Yeah, if that was a pre-Rapala one, your pre-Rapala speed traps, they'll have dimples right below the bill. That's from the mold. All right. Baby 1 minus. Now, just to be transparent, this has been custom painted. So this is a baby 1 minus, custom painted, kind of a citrus shad with silver flake. See those logos, BER? No, I cannot run the floater behind me. Any glides? Yeah, I do got a glide. So here's a -1 that's been custom painted. This BER Customs, he was really famous, kind of on YouTube. Now, again, I'm transparent. It does have a crack and a clear coat right here, but it is a baby 1 minus for Mans. Here we go. We'll run this thing. Yeah, I got a glide I can run. I don't know if it's double stamp or not, to be honest with you, bud, because it's been custom painted. I can kind of feel the Mans back here. Thank you, Wes. Here's the thing about a baby -1. They don't make them no more. Whether they're double stamp, single stamp, um, they're not made anymore. The last ones that were made, I think Nick Folks got them all, and he's custom painting the blanks. So that's a beautiful bait. Matter of fact, I got one more custom painted one I can run tonight. This one looks great. This is kind of like a green gizzard-like color. Look at this. That's awesome, dude. This is painted by the same guy. I Googled him, and you can kind of feel back here by the tail. I can feel under the paint. I don't know if this was double stamped or not, but you can feel the Mans. I love this color. Kind of like a green gizzard. Here we go. Baby 1 minus. And I've got a few more of these, but I only brought a couple tonight. These custom -1s. We'll do another giveaway here in about 30 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful bait. This guy could paint pretty good. I just got smoked by a mosquito, by the way. 71 guys in here. Thank you, guys. It is Sunday night. There's lots of people on Whatnot these days. 71 people is amazing. We're fixing to run. I got a DT flat 7. I've got another Rapala countdown, and I got a DT fat as well. All right. Gosh, damn. All right, DT flat 7, pearl gray shiner. Weight baits. Uh yeah, different box, but I got a couple. I got a couple. All right, DT flat 7, pearl gray shiner. Pretty good shape. Maybe wipe it down a little bit. OG Rapala crank right here. DT flat 7. Those guys that know, they love that. Oh, my wife is home. My wife is home. And she's listening to 3-6 Mafia. Ah, Levi, thank you. Golly. Hey, you're gonna have to get in them kids' ass.
Okay, what's going on?
I can't get in here selling baits. They want to fight. They want to scream over phone chargers and just. And I'm not trying to be mean to Neely, but she just don't understand. If I'm back here selling baits and people on Whatnot can hear them screaming, that's not good. They've been great all weekend. Now Neely's been a little upset Kyrie left, but they've been pretty good. And then I get in here selling baits, and it's like The Exorcist. Quit choking me, Bubby. I hate you. You ruined my life. Oh, man. All right. How about a random glide bait? Here we go. This is a Savage Gear. It's a bone glide bait. Don't know what model, but a bone glide bait. Here we go. Everyone's always asking for running any got any floating draws. Well, they don't. I don't. I don't sell them anyway. If I had some used, maybe. I mean, $6 for a glide bait is not a bad deal, is it, Wes? Got a bone glide for number 69. How about that? It's about perfect timing. You know what's great about 69? It's one less than 70 and one more than 68. All right. This is a PG show. Big chrome top waters. Well, yeah. Let me about a big chrome super spook. I believe this is Foxy Lady. Chrome sexy shad. Super spook. This is a fish catcher. Jerk baits. I don't think I end up getting any jerk baits tonight, Ranger. Wes. I've got a lot of top water. I was like, holy cow, how am I gonna? Dude, it is a great one. I may change things up next week. I may not be in the bait room next Sunday to keep on with this lot of stuff. I like the one knocker in that color. All right. I got a focus bait, man. All right, Rapala BX Brat. This is the small brat, the balsa bait with the plastic coating on it. Pretty cool bait. No problem, Scott. I just haven't got over to Mike's place. I need to get over there. Ooh, I would not want to be my kids. I just heard my wife. Brat is a really good bait, actually. I don't know what about it. It wasn't a huge seller, but it doesn't run real deep. But for shallow cranking, if you want to alternate to like a -1, it's a really good one. Doesn't quite wake, but gets down there. This one in like 1 to 2 foot really well, and they're very durable. Here comes the dang dogs. You not shut up. What are they barking at? I'm trying to cut Brooks's hair. I just put them out not long ago. All right. Here's another OG Rapala. Rapala. This is a great. I believe they call this green call. It's a little shallow fat wrap. Great little crawfish color. Oh man, I'm gonna get some weight baits out. I got 3 more Excalibur XCS 100s I'd like to run. There's a couple Normans. Salad bar bandit. Thank you, Jim. I've got several brats. I didn't bring that many. Uh, the chartreuse purple one's lit too. They kind of got a bone crawl one. Oh, now the dogs have pissed my wife off. My wife's just got a robe on. Maybe she needs to sell baits. All right. Rapala DT Fat. This one kind of needs cleaned up. DT Fat 3. It's kind of got that orange belly. I forgot what they call this. Was this their Tennessee shad? I can't remember. Or is it shad orange belly? They don't make these anymore either. Here we go. Penguin. Yeah, that's it. Penguin. That's the nickname that Harold Knight from Night and Hell gave me. I was filming old Harold on an elk hunt years ago. And of course, after we killed an elk, thank you, Levi. We killed an elk, and We had some celebratory drinks. Now this is about 15 years ago. Let's see, yeah, that's about right. And we had some celebratory drinks. I went over the video footage. Everybody's excited. And so I walked back to my cabin the next morning. Harold, which is a great guy, probably one of the best people on earth. Harold said, well, I'm glad you're up, Penguin. I said, Penguin? And he said, yeah, after we had them drinks last night, you were walking back to your cabin like a penguin. So I am now known, anytime Harold Knight sees me, I'm Penguin. I guess it could be a worse nickname. All right. Deep little N, splatterback, deep little N. It does have a little blemish. Looks like somebody tried to draw on it. I don't know. Might be from the packaging. These Normans were bad about that red packaging sticking to the bait. Deep little N, kind of splatterback glitter. Actually, I'm going to look this one up. It's nice to have this. See if I can find the exact color name. Because it kind of looks like splatterback, but it's kind of not. Dang, when you got 200 colors, it's hard to find the exact one. I don't even know if it's on this. This might be a newish one. Carl will know. Here we go. We're going to run it. Dude, I've known Mark since I literally been 3 years old. I just talked to him on the phone the other day. By the way, I don't know if this needs to be repeated or not. I really don't care. I believe Mr. Menendez will be fishing the Elite Series next year. There you go. Thank you, Alabama Bassin. I know he's out of it right now, but I know a few things, and it's a very possibility that Mr. Menendez will be on the Elites. You know, it's funny. I asked him, I said, what do you think about the coin flip? What about the forward facing, no forward deal? And he just said, doesn't bother me. I got to catch him either way. It's correct, Levi. I think you're going to see a couple drop off that we weren't expecting. He told me he is the first man in. I also have heard there is very high possibility of somebody deflecting to MLF that if they were to leave, they can come back to Bass. You didn't hear it from me. I didn't get that from Mark. I've heard this from somebody else that high and pro could go back to MLF. So y'all decipher what I just said. I don't think Triton's going out of business. That rumor's been up for years. No, it isn't BP. No, Justin Lucas isn't MLF. He'd have to go to Bass and qualify. He doesn't have a Legends exemption. All right, where we at? Let's run another Norman. Don't have many tonight. Here's old Lavender Shad, deep little N. I don't think Casey Ashley. I would like to see him back. This would be going from Bass to MLF. Levi, I'll text you after. You know, that format's good for some people. It's not good for some people. There's some guys, I don't think, like Jacob Wheeler, Dustin Connell, you can put them in this format of you only get to count every third fish and they're going to beat you. You could put Wheeler in a drum tournament and you have 200 pounds of drum. No, I will not be given the beans because I'm not trying to slick you guys off any. That's just what I heard, and we'll see. I gave you the information. You can decipher how you want. All right, Excalibur XCS Square Bill Real Crawl color XCS 100 in the Real Crawl. This guy, he knew what he had, so y'all can see the Excalibur logo there on the bottom. The Real Crawl. No, I do have some fishing line. What kind of line are you looking for? Discontinued bait right here. XCS 100 Real Crawl Square Bill. kind of fishing line you looking for? 6 and 8 pound braid. Let me see what I got, buddy. I got some 6 pound fluorocarbon. Oh, wait, thank you, Jim. All right, y'all want a tough XCS 100? Rayburn Red XCS 100 square bill. Any small, medium, binary rats? Does that mean not a male, not a female? Here we go. XCS 100 Rayburn Red. Tough one. Here we go. I don't know. Are you going to fish it, Ty? I need to get my charger on this week. That one rattled? No, it is silent. This is silent. Rayburn Red. Dang, Levi wants these. All right. We've almost hit 100 baits. 15 minutes. We're going to throw a givey up. 15 minutes. Here's one more XCS 100. I think this is the last one of the night. XCS 100 in that chrome citrus. It is silent, by the way. And there is the Excalibur logo on the bottom. 63 people in here. Thank you, guys. We're going to run that givey at 8 o'clock. Trying to think of what I might want to give away. And everybody that's bought something is entered into the buyer's giveaway tonight. And I'm going to grab a balsa bait from my collection to give away. I don't have any rats. Yeah, I can run the fishing line. I'm sorry. Let me look and see what I got. You want some braided line? I don't know if I have 6 or 8 pound braid. Let's see. I have some 30 pound X5 braid. Here's some 6 pound Seaguar and VizX. We got some 15 pound mono. Here we go. Here's 1,200 yards. 1,200 yards of Stren 10 pound braid. 10 pound Stren braided line. 1,200 yards. That's a big spool. Well, Darius is going to take it down. Okay. Let's see if I got any more braid in here. 10 pound vicious braid. Brand new in the package. 10 pound vicious braid. We'll run that. 10 pound vicious is a green color. Oh man, I found some OG poppers. Any musky baits? Man, I don't. All right, Warren, going to take that one down. Where's that Seaguar? 6 pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. You can use it as later material. You can use it for your Neds, whatever. Here we go. 6 pound Seaguar and VizX. 200-yard spool. Maybe you want fluorocarbon with your bluegill baits. $20 is retail on this. I've got more braided line and stuff. I only brought a select. I didn't know how many people would be asking tonight. So Jim takes it down. Oh, now I hear my dogs again. All right. Let's see. I'll run the rest of this line. I actually probably going to save this Cast King line for a giveaway. Yeah, I'll give away some line for our next giveaway. All right. 30 pound Berkeley X5 braid, 165 yards, 30-pound braid. Great. This would be good for top waters. Cash King braid, I've got some. I don't have it with me, but I'll have some Cash King braid next Sunday. How about that? This is a full 30-pound braid here. Pick Dylan. All right, 10 minutes, and we're going to do a giveaway. Matter of fact, I've got 2 spools of Cast King line we'll do with that giveaway. So we'll have in that giveaway some 15-pound monofilament. I like 15-pound mono for top water. Um, and then this is 25-pound fluorocarbon. So this would be great for glide bait, spoons, shit you don't want to lose. I don't have any abrasics right now. All right, let's get back into some baits. You know, stick with hard baits. I got some more soft plastics. I got hard baits in the package. Got a bunch of stuff right here. I'm gonna go to about item 100, 159. What's your preferred brand of line? I like Sunline for the most part. Hard top water. Okay. All right. We can do hard top water. How about an OG Hellabashi paying attention? OG Whopper Plopper 130 in monkey butt. Here we go. Start at $1. OG Plopper in monkey butt. It's been so damn hot. I've had monkey butt lately. Thank you, Nick. I got a couple more OG ploppers too. All right. See what else I got in the package down here. Oh, got another top water in the package. Here's a Berkeley hijacker. A little hijacker 100. This is similar to like that Yozuri pencil, the small pencil. Berkeley hijacker. Here we go. In the package. And it's bone. Need an OG plopper and chubby. Is that kind of like a bluegill perch pattern? Yeah, it's kind of different, I think. I know what you're talking about. I actually may have one. Thank you, Wes. All right. It's new in the package. Let's see what more top water I got here. Oh, how about an OG bone flopper 130? I always gotta get these hooks undone. Dang, I found a Bagley top water here. Woo. Let me check out the tail. Oh yeah. Bone plopper 130. Got that soft tail. Here we go. Next, I've got. I thought I had more ploppers. That's all I got. Huh. River to Sea Rover. A River to Sea Rover. Yeah. And David made a first purchase. Thank you, David. You'll get a free bait once I ship this off. Thank you, sir. Hellabass can tell you all about the OG ploppers. He was actually I had heard from Brent Anderson. Brent's an amazing topwater fisherman, just telling me there's huge difference in the new ones and the old ones. And I guess Hellabass knew too. Oh, dude, I got some. Here's another monkey button. We got some topwater. Let me get some of this stuff back in a box so I can get to this other stuff. I like to put what I want to run in front of me. Giveaways coming up here in a few minutes. I got some Arashi flat sides too. Dude, this is a great color KVD square bill. They call that river shad. Get all that out of my way. All right, here we go. The old Head and Jimmy Houston Super Spook. Jimmy Houston Super Spook. Oh man, that's a good one right there. Old school big top water. I believe it's silent. I'll check though. I love that color. Yeah, OG sexiness right here. Thank you, Austin. All right, we're fixing to get away our third giveaway of the night here. River to Sea, Rover, and Bone. So River to Sea, Rover, and Bone. So if you like a Vixen or Repo Man, this is a good alternative. It's got the high pitch, but it's also got the rattle in it. Here we go. And we'll pull some more top waters out. If that's what you guys are wanting right now. Mm. Thank you, Wes. I feel like there's four people on here named Wes. Because when I ship, I'm like, man, I hope I didn't get that mixed with Wes's stuff. And then I'm like, no, well, that was for Wes. Any more gunfish? I'm not sure if I do or not. I don't believe I have any right now. I think the only ones I brought tonight were the ones that were in pack. We we hear no evil, we speak no evil, Rougarou. By the way, LSU's looked pretty good the last 2 weeks. Oh, here's a rare one. I do got a couple lucky crabs though. Oh, you might like this one. I'm pulling them out. All right, we got to do a giveaway here. I'm pulling out the rare ones. This one's not that rare. Did find a Chapo and a wake bait and another OG plopper and a P70 and a baby king shad. All right, here we go. Follower giveaway. I'm going to give you some Cast King. This is 25-pound fluorocarbon for your guide. Some 15-pound mono that you can use for top water or spinner bait. I like mono for spinner bait. Let's see what I can do if I can throw something in extra. It's not crazy expensive. I thought I had some catwalks other than the mag catwalks. I can't give them away. Um, I'll tell you what. I'll put in a Lucky Craft Sammy and Ghost Minnow. So all three of this. Some line and a top water bait. So here we go. That's giveaway 3. Sammy's 12, $15. You got line. You can throw that on. 15-pound mono on that Sammy be all right. Get you a nice high-end Lucky Craft. So that's the giveaway. Giveaway number 3. I don't know what Cast King lined. I've heard it's decent. I only like 3 places make a line, so and plus a Sammy, and they're $15 retail. All right. Gotta adjust my ass a little bit. Any more Sammys for auction? I tell you what I got for auction. How about a Yamamoto walking bait? Yamamoto. Check the eyes. That ain't Googans. That's Gary Yamamoto. I forgot the exact name of this. They're pretty tough to find. Here we go. Yamamoto walking bait. I've got a couple Yamamoto square bills and flat sides too. Hmm. These mosquitoes are whooping my ass tonight. Dylan, thank you, sir. Dylan, going to take that one down. I like to keep. I think I'm going to keep this box right here because I can. It's easier for me to write. Number 88, Dell Jr. or who? Yeah, I think it was Dell Jr. 88 or 8. Where'd I put that thing? Both. Both. All right. How about a small river to sea rover? Kind of a chartreuse shad color. I always hate when I see these in a box and I just see the back. I'm like, oh, boom, Vixen. And then I realize it's not. This is the small rover. The Rover 98. Kind of a chartreuse shad color. How about a Bagley topwater? A popper. Thank you, Wes. Man, my dogs are pissing me off now, too. I've still got some more good stuff. We can go to about 10 o'clock tonight. Y'all got, we got 70 people in here, guys, getting that giveaway. There are only 54 of you. We got 2 big spools of line and a Lucky Craft top order. All right. Check out this Bagley. This is a Bagley's Poppin' B2 in bone. I don't know the rarity of this bait. It's in freaking primo shape. For all I know, it could be a new one, but this is a Bagley's Poppin' B2. Here we go. In bone with an orange belly. Good looking little bait. Kind of like a little poppin' prop bait. Yeah, it does not have, if it, I think maybe it did have a skirt on the back and it come off. Darius. The Darius bag. How about River to Sea Bubble Walker? So if you buy pot maxes for $30, you can go buy one of these for 10 to 12 and have the same exact bait. Here we go. If Vern comes to visit you, let me know. I want to come visit Vern. Good deal on this bubble walker. Good deal, landfill doc. My dogs might be worse than my kids. My wife gets home now. I want to fight. Giveaway winner. Here we go. Giveaway winner. It is Little Rich. Thank you, Little Rich. Great guy right there. Got that giveaway winner. And I believe he will give me a detailed report on the Cast King line and how good it is. Good dude. Been around for a long time on the YouTube. All right. Strike King, Baby King Shad, and Gizzard. One of my favorite colors. Man, that thing just looks good. Here we go. Baby King Shad, Blue Gizzard. Oh, yeah, it's a rare one. So we got any more top water in here? Yeah, I do. Got some more poppers. Daryl, thank you. Daryl, I bet they will eat that sucker over at the Bashirs. When I get my boat ready, I'm gonna try to get it ready this week. I'm gonna make a trip over to Bashirs this fall. I'll have to go early in the morning. All right. Here's a good deal. Chrome KVD splash. This is the small one. I have not run any flat A's. Robert, I probably won't run those till next Saturday, to be honest with you, bud. I've already got one scheduled up for next Saturday. Legendary Lures. I'll be running those flat A's. I don't like to mix my personal buying stuff with other lots. Am I close to Lake Barkley? Absolutely. Just a bridge away, buddy. Thanks, Jim. Great deal. Buy them all day for $3. All right. I'm gonna run. We're at 93 items, probably more than that, actually. All right, this is a Strike Pro popper. I had to look this one up because I was like, man, that's cool looking, but I could not figure out who made it. And it's made by a company named Strike Pro. They also made the Bubba, which is the Swank 77 slash. That's kind of a pretty cool little shad, little bleeding shad. It's got uh, it's got some rattle to it. I haven't got one yet. Here we go, Strike Pro popper. Good looking bait. I thought this was one. I don't know exact. I've looked up a lot. My Google Lens. I do got a big yellow magic coming up. Hey, first purchase. Thank you, sir. I'm going to throw you a free bait in with your purchase. I appreciate that. Yeah, 150 is about my limit, and it gets me tough to ship them all out. All right. How about a chop wake bait has been called? Here's a Arashi wake. This is an Arashi wake crank. Kind of don't know the exact color. Here we go. Arashi wake crank. Kind of like oh, it's got purple in it. It's almost like a ghost minnow, but it's not super translucent. Wakasaki. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate these guys helping out. Balls. I was always hoping that was like Mikey Ball's burner account. I'm waiting for more YouTube guys to start whatnotting. It'd be nice if they stayed in their lane, but whatever. All right. I don't know who makes this, but this is a beautiful looking popper. Beautiful looking popper. Kind of like a gold perch color. I looked it up and I could never figure out exactly who made this. But it's about the size of a Rico. It's not a Rico or Splash It. Here we go. And it's not Bass Pro. I don't know who makes it, but it's got good hooks, big feathered tail on it. Oh man. Yes, I am on YouTube. Look up the Baitman TV, Johnny Bravo. It's actually probably streaming on YouTube right now. I will be making some YouTube videos. I kind of got sidetracked. People said, "Why don't you start selling baits, bait man?" So I did, and now that is a plunker. That is an OG custom painted. All right, here's another. We'll stick the top order. T1000 is the name of this color. OG plunker. Yep, I used to do live streams all the time, Johnny. What's my favorite crankbait? Mm, 6 cents flat F4 has been really good to me. I would say that a DT16 in Parrot, or 6XD in Chartreuse Powder Blue. Shallow is definitely the F4. Out deep is probably a 6XD. Thank you, Levi. Yeah, man, I got to get with Epic Eric. All right, here's another plopper. When you say deep, it's 20 feet deep. Yeah. What's up, B. Harris? Here we go. OG plopper 130 in monkey butt. This one's out of the package. Oh, yeah, got the right tail. Oh, monkey butt. Yep, B. Harris is a good dude. That is the boss of guy. Thank you, Wes. Speaking of balsa, I believe I got a few in this box after we get done running the top water. I got some more spinner baits too. My back can make it for. It's not bad. I don't. I'm trying to get more in. Dude, I've told Eric as many times he want, come on down. I've got a boat between me and you, Darius. We can take them fishing. We can swap rides. All right. Here's a Chapo and Sexy Shad. Chapo 90. Run this guy. Chapo 90. Right. Deep is relative. When I say deep, I mean like 12 foot to 20. Deep crank, I'm throwing 6XD and 16, 18 foot most of the time. And we got a first purchase. Thank you so much. I'll send you a free bait during shipping. Ah, dang. Freaking flies, mosquitoes. All right. Now, I got one yellow magic here. This is the big size yellow magic. Big size. The hook's been out. Somebody's put a snap on. That's all right. This is yellow magic. Kind of got that copper nose, pearl back. Do I live in a barn? No, I live in a decent house, but my bait room's right next to my house. Alwife, here we go. This is the big size, like the Rio Rico. It's the big size yellow magic. One dude was selling Rico Blims the other night. Dog, they sell them things for $9. on Tackle Warehouse here in about a month. Thanks, Jim. Why it's my daughter yelling all the time? Thanks, bro. Been watching you on YouTube for a while, but recently got Whatnot. Dude, I'm telling you, Whatnot's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's still not near as big as eBay. Um, that's bait number 100. All right, it's not near as big as eBay, and eBay does live selling, but you've got to be pre-approved. I don't know the process. All right, Chrome Black. I believe this is a P70. Chrome Black. It's a big one. Here we go. I got a P65 round. I need to compare them. I'm pretty sure this is a P70. It's got the knot. And Clay, take it down. Thank you, Clay. All right. We got one more box of stuff. Oh, we got plenty actually. We'll go to about 10 o'clock. No double deep WERs. Sorry, Carl. I don't have any Rebel tonight, buddy. That isn't an old one. That's a reproduction, by the way. Still a good price. All right. This is probably the rarest top water I got tonight. This is a spitting image, build ant spitting image, and this is only like the second time I've ever seen that color in the wild. So the build ant spitting image. I don't even know what they call this one. Here we go. Yeah, it's a $25 bait. Here we go. I try to collect all these, and I actually do have one for myself. So that is a hard one to find. I think it's my last top water bait for the night too. Jay Davis going to take it down. Thank you, sir. I know that guy will appreciate that. Always cracks me up that the real Bill Dance on Whatnot is a Kentucky fan. Like, bro, don't call yourself Bill Dance to be a Kentucky fan because the regular real Dance will not be a fan. All right. Boss of Baits and Bandits coming up. I must have done. Grabbed all my balsa baits. Gosh dang it. We'll get some bandits. Here's a rare. Here's a rare one. How about some balsa rapalas? I've got some balsas and some bandits. Bandit 700. Bandit 100. Oh, I found another footloose. Let's see here. Oh, there's an XCS 200 square bill. If there's any boss in this box, yes. It's a nice DT4. Another bandit. What is this? Oh, that's my own stuff. All right. Whoa, my butt is hurting. Get this thing still. Bandit 250s? I don't, bud. I'm fixing to run a bandit for him. Any DT16 or 20 in pumpkin seed? I don't, but I got some bluegill 10s and 6s. All right. This is another one of those thunder shads. Oh, chartreuse, blue back. Love the pattern on this thing. Kind of a 2.5. No, I don't sell rods or rod sleeves. Or I don't have any rod sleeves, but I don't sell rods, just the paint ship. Here we go. Old Thundershed Chartreuse Blue Balsa bait. I need to put split rings and hooks on it. Now, the next one I got is freaking great looking. I love that paint job. In person, it looks even better because it's got this sparkle in the blue. WV, thank you. West Virginia. Any decals or stickers? Not really. Wish Six Sense had a pumpkin seed color. They've got some, Johnny Bravo, in the 50X square bill. Go look. You'll see a pumpkin seed 50X. All right, here we go. Here's an old Rapala DT4. Actually, I think this color's discontinued. I think they call this one Rasta because it was one of those Iconelli colors. Well, they don't have nothing to do with Iconelli no more. So here we go. Yeah, old Rasta. Oh, I like this one at DT10. This is a Lake Barkley killer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a 6 cents Quake in a pumpkin seed light color. Thank you, McKellar. Oh, my son's yelling at my wife. My code is just Baitman, Johnny. BAITMAN. That gets you 10% off. And you can use that on Waterland for sunglasses. That gets you 15% off. How about this guy? How about a Bomber Model A? This or Model B. This is a balsa bait. This is a balsa bomber crankbait. They made these probably about 15, 16 years ago. Model B. Love that white greenback, great fall color. You'll need to put hooks and split rings on it. And I got a couple other colors of this as well on that big lot of stuff. I just pulled out a bunch of random baits and seen what you guys like. I know most guys like the Strike Kings and stuff like that. Jim, thank you. I'd like to see a few of you guys home tackle collections. I would say you've got me beat. Any more DT fats? Not tonight. I got one more I found. Made that I bought all that lot and I was like, man, no, I'll find some DT fats. I got two. Here's another balsa. Here's another thunder shad. This is kind of like a copper green shad. I really consider this more like a bone shad. It's got just a hint of green in there. And it's, the size of a 200 size square bill. What's going on? Here we go. I think my son hates his haircut. What's going on?
Come here.
Quit fighting your mother. Jesus. We'll put him on whatnot and see what they think of his haircut.
Come here.
Come on.
I think it looks good.
Come here.
Don't show up.
Yes, it looks good. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. We got a new haircut. Brooks, look at the camera. Not look what. I think it looks good. Turn to the left. Levi says legit. Look that way, other way. Yeah, that's look at fly. Lady Crusher study. That looks a lot better what you had. You look like a handsome young man now. No, it looks good, dog. I like that. He's mad. I mean, at least his hair don't look like this. What do you say? Anything look better than that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mad.
All right. Thank you, WV Fishing, on that one right there. Sorry, dude. He freaks out too much. He's too worried about what them girls think about him. Actually, I think he's got a girlfriend.
He got a burst fade.
Whatever that is.
All the kids are getting.
Is there a difference in those DTs compared to now? So, yes, actually, the old DTs, the glue that holds the lip in is a hell of a lot better. The new DTs absolutely suck. like, don't ever slap a DT on the water, but the new ones, you can't even cast hard and the lip falls out. So, like, this is an old DT6 bluegill. Let's run it. Let's get you a good deal on this. DT6 and bluegill. I've got a bunch in these colors. I'll probably be putting some 2-for-1s together soon. But I like the older ones. They seem to hold up just a little bit better. DTs are like $8 or $9 new too now. Little rich. I like that DT6. A lot of guys don't throw bluegills till the summer. That one catches them in the fall. For some reason, that little bluegill color is just a great. It that imitates a shad. You're waiting for that one. Well, I got a bunch of them coming up in the next few weeks. I'll run a few tonight. Um, Fixing to go back to all bandits. XCS 200, Excalibur XCS 200. Kind of that translucent, sexy shad. Here we go. I've already done 3 giveaways or 2 giveaways. I'll do another giveaway. My next one will be a buyer's giveaway. So instead of me running a bunch of giveaways, Ty, what I do is if you're a first time buyer, I usually give you a free bait. Like One Outdoorsman, he just made a first purchase. He won that. So, you know what I might do? I might be like, well, it's your first purchase. I give you a free bait. So I got this little deep little end hanging out here. Let's send that to him. Free bait on your first purchase.
Mine.
You know, sometimes I'll send you a free pack of soft plastics or some jigs or a spinner bait. Just my way of saying thanks. That way I don't have to run 50 giveaways a night. Do I have any jigs? The jigs I had, I sold earlier, Jax. What kind of jigs you looking for? I'll try to get some next Sunday night. I'll double check through here.
I'm finding him a new hairdresser.
I got a micro chatterbait.
Ask them if they know a new hairdresser, because I'm finding him a new hairdresser.
Well,
I ain't got nothing going.
my wife says she's not cutting my son's hair anymore. So, here we go. How about a micro chatterbait in white?
I ain't gonna write it.
I don't have one right now, or Smith. I'm getting low on. Here we go. 1/8 ounce micro chatterbait white. I'll look and see what I've got for next week. I'll make sure I bring more deep little ends. We're gonna run some bandits again. Micro chatterbait. Whoa. Okay. I will have some more one bladed jigs. So, all right. Let's run these bandits. Actually, look what else we got. Another DT6 in Green Tiger. Uh-oh. Rare bait coming up. DT6 Green Tiger, 20 seconds. Tough one. This was such a good color on Lake Barkley. And I don't know why they discontinued this because it's super popular. Clay snuck in there last second. Thank you, Clay. That's actually probably at one time those were going for like $35, $40 a piece. All right. I got some common bandits, some not so common bandits. Bandit, here are a couple 100s. Bandit 100 LA Shad. Bandit 100 LA Shad. That's a fish catching color right there. And a lot of this stuff come from Louisiana, so it's oof. Bandit 100 LA Shad. I like the LA Shad, and the Flat Max was always a really good one. 63 people on here tonight. Hey, we made a first purchase. First purchase. Tell you what, I'll find a bait. I'm gonna do it right now. Here you go. I'll give you old chug bug. It's got somebody's. You might want to put some hooks on it. Somebody's drew on it a little bit, but it is a perch color chug bug. I hope his. If you use 8 crankbaits, I hope you got enough to pay for them. I've been there though. I've been on such a good 6XD bite. I've lost a case before. No problem, R. Smith. All right, Bandit 100 Chrome Blue Back. Chrome Blue Back. Bandit 100. Yes, I'm going to try to go Ranger. I think instead of going to the East Tennessee Fishing Show, I'm going to go the Classic. I mean, I can swing both if I need to. Well, I got to do some fishing, and I think I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to haul a boat to Texas in the spring and fish. See if I can't get Ben to go with me. Think of Dylan or Cap and Ron. Me and Cap and Ron on Fork in the spring. Oof, could be nasty. All right. All right. A couple more bandits. How about a bandit 700? This is kind of what inspired. Oh, speaking of, I'll show you right now because I got one in this box. So here's a bandit 700 citrus shed. Here's a Z-Boss 10. Please tell me where that idea from a Z-Boss come from because this bait was out 15 years before this bait. Huh. All right. Bandit 700 citrus. Here we go. I don't have any tackle boxes right now. I've got some tackle bags I'll be selling very soon, and I probably will run some plain old boxes. They're just such a pain to ship. And I don't want to charge y'all too much to ship boxes. Thank you, Dylan. Is our daughter quiet? What's up, Big Red? I wish I was the bait expert. But I always felt like that Z Boss was a play off that Bandit 700 and a man's. All right, Bandit 400. I believe this one's LA Shad too, and a Bandit 400. Got them old school triple grips on there. This is good bait. This is really almost a plastic version of a Bagley DB3. If you look at a DB3 and a Bandit 400, they look very similar. Here we go. Definitely pre-Pradco. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll show you a DB3 here in a second, and a Bandit 400 side by side. It does got the dimple. Goodbye, Robert. Oh, let me reach up here and get a DB3. I think I got one. Oh, my ass doesn't show too much. All right. Here's the old DB3. Love this color. Gray Ghost. DB3 Bagley. This is a balsa bait. There's a Bandit 400. I mean, there is a lot of similarity in those two baits. Just the angle of the bill, the shape of the body, the size of the body. One's plastic, one's balsa. Pretty cool. Oh, hang up there, you bastard. Okay. I've got a Goby and a taco salad bandit in a footloose in front of me. Said we go to about 10 o'clock tonight. You should shoot for Texas in May. That wouldn't be a bad time. All right. Little bandit footloose. Chartreuse shad. Bandit footloose and chartreuse shad. Here we go. Dude, my kids ain't behaving, my dogs ain't behaving. Yeah, we'll work on Clear Lake. Love this. I like how the line is really profound on this. Mr. Bandit come in there at the last minute. All right. Taco salad, Bandit 300. Taco salad, Bandit 300. Here we go. No, this is salad bar. I'm sorry. Salad bar, Bandit 300. Salad bar, Bandit 300. Beautiful color. Actually, pretty tough one to find. Salad bar, Bandit 300. This guy loved red hooks too. Feeling froggy at the last minute. Why is my dog barking all the time? Dude, it's like I live in a freaking circus. I might as well wear a freaking clown suit on here. This is a pretty tough bandit. I won't say it's the rarest. I believe this is natural goby. Could I be wrong, Mr. Bandit? But this is the goby color that's got the purple flake in it. I've got one on my box that Darius gave me. You know, it is goby with and there's two different gobies, but this is the one with the purple flake and it's translucent. So Bandit 400 compared to Pose 400. Well, Pose is 400 will die. It doesn't. Hicks, this one runs about 6 to 8 foot. I don't have a Post 400 handy to do that, but the Bandit 400's got a bigger body. OG Speed Traps, Ranger Mike, no sir, not tonight. This is a Bandit 200. The 400 is small. Pose 400 is smaller than a Bandit 400. Yeah, it's pre-Pradco. They did not make this color. Pradco didn't make this color. So, all right, here we go. These sell for pretty good on eBay. This was actually a really popular one back when I sold tackle a lot. Mr. Lear made a first purchase. Thank you, Mr. Lear. I'll send you a free bait with your purchase. 117 ounce. Gobi Magic. That's it. Yeah, this one's really tough to find. That's the color you gave me, Darius. And I've got one in my personal bandit box, which is the one you gave me. All right. Let's get some more crankbaits out. I got a couple more spinner baits. About a baby burner from Strike King. You know what? I'm gonna give that to someone for a free bait. There's another mini me. There's a frog. There's another Strike King spinner bait. Thought I had another Terminator frog somewhere. Oh, yeah, here we go. Terminator frog. Let's cut this line off. I believe these were discontinued. Here you go. There's another Terminator uh, popping frog. Super nice and soft. Here we go. I think it's just kind of like a natural shad color. Kind of clear white belly. Sold several of these earlier tonight. Guys been looking for these Terminator frogs. I'm gonna get the exclusives out here. Thank you, Jax. Oh, I grabbed the wrong Sharpie. Alright. Sorry, I'm moving slow. All right. Here's another frog. I believe this is a poppin' pad crasher. It's kind of a smoke color. Here we go. Get you a cheap frog. Poppin' pad crasher. I believe this is kind of like a smoked pepper. If not, no one buys this, I'll be giving it to somebody. Nope. Landfill ducks. Nah, dog. I don't get that for $1. Poppin' pad crasher. Oh, our Sanders. I like the pad crashers. Be honest with you. For the money, they're hard to be. Any live targets? I don't have any tonight, bud. I'm telling you, I got 200 frogs. I'm gonna have to mow through. All right. How about another mini me? Another mini me with the white blades tandem. I love the Buster K, but they tear up really easy. Here we go. Little mini me spot sticker, hidden weight. I believe this one's half ounce. Got the white blades on it. That's the only problem with a lot of those JDM frogs. They tear up very easy. Barking spider over in here. Dude, that is a smallie killer. Hellabass knows about the old Baitman special. It made a Hellabass tournament video. It also will. The Baitman special is a great pike bait if you're into those things as well. Dude, I like that white blade. I love the mini me's because you can fish them fast and they stay down. Forever indebted. Hellabass. Here we go. Strike King. I believe this is a hack attack spinnerbait in a bluegill color. Yeah. Spot stickers are like $10 at TW. I don't know what this is, but this is a Strike King. It's a bluegill. I believe it's a hack attack spinnerbait, but this one catches good in the spring. There's a video of me. I filmed a Mark Menendez taking this spinnerbait like Bashir's and catching about a 15 to 20 pound bag on it. Thanks, Ranger. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate you as always. Thank you, Dill. Lynn, don't sleep on the bluegill colored spinnerbaits. I sleep on bluegill colored crankbaits, but I do throw a lot of bluegill colored spinnerbaits. I'll give you a tip. I'd cut the skirt on that and then put a chartreuse trailer on there. Yeah, dude. We've had gas tonight, Hellabass. In fact, how about this gas? How about a bluegill color Arashi wake bait? Bluegill color Arashi wake bait. I got a s I got a theory. I don't think it matters in a pond. I think bass are going to eat because they have a limited amount of options and they're not going to pass down a shad color bait over a bluegill color bait. Rashi wake, little bluegill color. It's hard to beat confidence. That is 100%. 100%. I will agree with you there. That's why I throw a lot of chartreuse purple. It may not be the best color, but I'm confident in it. I'm confident in shad patterns almost all year round. It's hard to get a red flat side out of my hand in March and April. Clash 9, no, sir. Don't have a Clash 9. Busting out some big sticks now. Some more square bells. Guys like square bells. Got some deep cranks. Ooh, that's a beautiful build ants right there. Some Rick Clun, Lucky Strikes, old Series 6, some Strike Kings. All right. Let's see how these do. Let's see how these do. All right. Chrome. This is a chrome red sexy and a 2.5. Sexy red chrome. 2.5. I don't know if they make this one or not anymore. Kind of a, I think this was a Bass Pro color, maybe. Mr. Lear, thank you, sir. Said I'm gonna go to 10 o'clock and I'll be done. But I will take requests if I have it. We'll run it. I've got some 6XDs in front of me. I got a 10XD. What's the difference between 100, 200, 300? The lip size. 100 goes about 2 foot, 2 to 3 foot. 200 goes about 6 to 8 foot. Um, 300 goes about 10, 12. Nice beard and stash, bro. Thanks, man. Thank you, KVD. I really appreciate it. Bobcats bargains with the raid. Thank you all, Bobcats people, for coming in here. Here's a little storm. This is a shallow storm crankbait. Any old 250s next week? No. No 250s. I don't have any ledge 250s right now. Here we go. Oh, shallow storm red crawl. This is a good one. I get these confused. Actually, this is a Rapala. This is a Rapala glad shallow cranking. God dang, what do they call these? Cranking wrap? Not clacking, but cranking wrap. Thank you, Robert. Shallow cranking wrap. It's really confusing. Thanks, Bobcat. I appreciate it, buddy. I tried to get in on a couple of your repo man or vixens the other day, but it was lagging at work. That break room sucks. All right. Lucky Strike, not Lucky Craft, Lucky Strike RC2 and Sexy Shad. Lucky Strike RC2 and Sexy Shad. I bet it is killer on Clear Lake. These are good. So the Lucky Strike version was after Rick Clun left Lucky Craft. There's a lot of guys that like the Lucky Strike as good as the Lucky Craft. They definitely weren't as expensive. All right, Healy made a first purchase. I'll tell you what, Healy, I got some extra Rapala baits in here. So I'm gonna give you a little DT6 to go with that. A little DT6 to go with that. Or DT4 rather. I'm sorry. Nope. I messed that up. Hey, we've sold almost 100. Any KVD and Sexy Shad? Yeah, I got a bunch. Just see if I got one. I don't know if I got any of these boxes. Or you want a 1.5 or 2.5? I'm just gonna pull out all the KVDs I got. I got a bunch of 2.5s. Yeah, the RCSTX, those are basically their Mega Bass ripoff, but they worked. Man, I got a couple good build ants baits up here. I got some Arashi flat sides. I'm just taking it all out right now. Some warts, Pro Little John, KVD 1.5, some 2.5. Oh, speaking of Clear Lake, look at here. This is a Lucky Craft. This is their version of a Shad Wrap. This is the Slim D9 in Japan Crawl. This color is it. Black Gold RC sticks. Okay, I may actually have some, just not with me. Here we go. Japan Crawl. That's my favorite Lucky Craft color for the spring. I don't even know if they make this bait anymore. I know Levi knows about this color. Tough bait here. If you like a shad wrap. Thank you, Levi. All right. I don't have a sexy shad on me tonight, but I do got a couple 1.5s. Here we go. Here's a Bass Pro exclusive color 1.5. Any shallow shad wraps? Not right now, Levi or Rich. I don't have any. Not tonight, but I'll put that on my list. Here you go 1.5. This is a Bass Pro exclusive color. I forgot the name of it, but I know you can only get it at Bass Pro shops. I like this color. A lot of guys like that pearl chartreuse back bandit. Well, this one's got a little bit of blue in it. Really cool one. I'm gonna run what's in front of me. Probably I'll call it a night, and then we'll get a buyer's giveaway. Thank you, Clay. Dang, I ran out of small bags, so I've got to go to these big bags. Actually, I'm gonna go run inside my house real quick and see if I can't find some more small bags. It just makes it a whole lot easier shipping. Spro frogs, Hunter. I ran out all the frogs I had tonight. I will have Spro frogs next week. Terminator frogs, some snag proof. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Whew. I like these small bags. All right. Here's another KVD 1.5 oyster. KVD 1.5 and oyster. Love this color too, by the way. Great top water color. Don't sleep on this color in dingy water. I've seen it catch a lot. Oof. We'll stick with square bills for a little bit. Thank you, Kidder. I'm gonna have to get me a helper. Mike was good. Mike was good help. I should probably just go over there. All right. Here's another RC2. Looks like that Norman. Looks like Norman Bumblebee RC2. Great looking color right here. Here we go. RC2. Lucky Strike. I'll have to get me a drink here in a second. Hunter, what color Spro Frog you looking for, bud? I got a bunch of natural colors. Jim takes it down. Y'all like the 20-second sudden death, or should we drop it to 15? I might even run a transporter frog. No, I ran one 2 weeks ago, a new in the package one. Uh, I don't have any I want to sell anymore. And to be honest with you, you can just buy a Teckle. Teckle makes the same frog now. It just really confuses me. While everything they make is. All right, here's the LC 1.5 brown crawl. Lucky Craft 1.5 brown crawl. Lucky Craft Square Bill. Silent. Yeah, this is silent. It's a great looking color. Mm. And then I've got a really good one. One Outdoorsman. Thank you. Great color. Yeah. 54 people in here. Thank you so much tonight. Uh, with all the people selling these days on Whatnot, I've been thinking, man, Sunday nights ain't good. But you know what? Sunday and Saturday nights, there's a lot of audience on. And the more sellers we get on here, sometimes the more new people will be in here. All right. Look at this. Don't see this one often. I think this is a Bass Pro exclusive Chartreuse Black Splatterback. And this is a Rattling. This is a Rattling KVD 2.5. Okay, here we go. Rattling KVD 2.5. Chartreuse Black Splatterback. My butt. I gotta get a pad on my chair. Healy Khan, thank you. Chartreuse Blackback, you catch them anywhere. Clear water, dirty water, river, lake. If you can't figure out a color to throw Chartreuse Blackback. Promise you to catch you some fish. It's a really good fall color for some reason. That's a rattling one. All right. See if I got another one. Oh, yeah. Here's another KVD 2.5 rattling one. This is a Bass Pro exclusive color. Listen to this guy. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a Cajun crawl, something like that. There you go. I don't know exactly what they call it. I got another 2.5 rattling as well behind this one. Thank you, Jim. And we're going to have some good boxes of stuff. Make sure you check out some other sellers too after my show. We're going to raid somebody that's selling. All right. This one's called a River Shad. This is a beautiful color. Check that out. Got the little purple flake up in there, kind of like a Tennessee shad with some purple flake on that. It's called River Shad. That's a Rattling KVD 2.5. Here we go. I thought it was silent, but it's not. I got some 6XDs, a 10XD, a wart, and some Bill Dance baits and a Lucky Craft in front of me, and that's probably about all we're gonna run tonight. So I got about 15 auctions and we'll be done. Jim, thank you. Dang, we've already done about 150 auctions tonight. Okay, how about this? Look at this 6XD. I do not know what color this is. Should have seen a Series 6. No, this is a Series 6 OG Strike King. It's not a repaint. I don't know what color they call this. Don't see it often. Here we go. Series 6. Kind of like a gizzard shad, maybe? I don't know. It's Mark. When I asked Mark Menendez, I said, "Why don't we ever film with the Series 6?" And he says, "Because we don't talk about the Series 6. That's code for I don't want to show that on TV." Look at Jay Davis. Kind of looks like a tilapia. It's kind of what I was thinking. The Series 6 doesn't go near as deep as a 6XD. And it's also got rattles in it. All right, here's another. Here's another Series 6. Look at that. That's almost kind of like a gizzard. Very similar to the 6XD gizzard, but there's another Series 6. Tough Strike Kings. I've got not a whole lot of baits left right now. Terry, first purchase. I'll tell you what. Make a first purchase. I'm gonna throw you a free bait in. I'll go ahead and do it now. I'll get you a little Rapala DT4 to go in there. Damn. I didn't make a bet on the game. I made my money back in college football this weekend. Oklahoma, Michigan jacked me up pretty bad. And I tell you who else shit the bed for me. I would have hit a 5-way parlay for about $300 if Oklahoma State would have covered. And that was the most awful performance I've ever seen. I usually put out a SEC rankings list. I'm going to put out the ass list. These teams are ass. Summer Sexy Shad 6XD. Summer Sexy Shad 6XD. They call it summer sexy, but dude, this thing catches them in the fall too. This is an amazing color in the jerkbait. That's crazy. Oklahoma State hockey team. Thanks, Terry. I'm fixing to run a couple barfish Strike Kings. Uh, Barfish 5XD. Here we go. Barfish 5XD. I know several guys have been asking about barfish. I think Grub might be one of the guys that's been asking. There we go. Thank you, Grub. Well, guess what? I'm gonna hit you with that 10XD right now. I'm gonna eat me some sushi when I'm done. 10XD barfish. Oh yeah. Here we go. What is 10XD now? Brand new, $16, $17. It is bougie. I love sushi. Yeah, it's actually not raw. They actually have to cook it. Thanks, Ty. Set this down here for you. All right. 5XD natural shad. 5XD natural shad. This is a good bait. I've never been into those real natural looking colors, but for some reason they like this one. I don't think it's because it's got the realism. I just think it's the flash on it draws them. Hey, thank you, Healy. I'm running low. I ain't got many baits left. All right. Fritz side 7. Fritz side 7. Here we go. Fritz side 7. Kind of a red craw color. Thanks, Jim. Wow, number 140. Cannot believe we've got that far. I think the highest I've ever got up to is about 160. All right, Z Boss 10. And this is kind of a citrus shad color. Z-Boss 10. Sounds good, Robert. Z-Boss 10, kind of a chrome citrus. I like the 10. Actually, this actually will dive about 12 foot. Yep. Bass Smooch bought Profound Outdoors, but none of this stuff is going away. They bought everything. They bought the rights to the baits, the molds, the name. So it will just be rebranded as, I guess, the Bass Smooch Z-Boss. The guy that's kind of their pro staff sales director. He used to work for Six Sense. Great guy, by the way. He's from Kentucky. He's a big Kentucky fan, unfortunately. But all right, here's another. Here's a here's a Shad Rap. Uh, Shad Rap number 7, number 8. Shad Rap number 8 in Demon. Shad Rap number 8 in Demon. There's nothing rare about it, but man, this is a fish catcher. Heard that? Go Vols 10, Fishman. I think Timmy's really been hitting the buffet line more. That or he's trying to be like world's strongest man. Because man, I saw a photo of him the other day. I'm like, damn, Timmy, you on a bulk? Demon is not discontinued. Everyone keeps saying that, and it's on shelves every year. I feel like some random on Facebook bass fishing swap and sales has a ton of demon baits and just says, you know what? I'm gonna tell them it's all discontinued. But it's probably their number one selling one. Dude, I've been on Reddit lately. I like Reddit, by the way. I post in there quite a bit. And this one dude got really pissed off that I left an affiliate link to Tackle Warehouse. I don't think Dink uh they had Ike's Demon, but I don't know if they discontinued it because I don't know if because they made Demon in so many different baits other than just the DTs. Because there's Ike's colors, but they only did them in DTs. They make Demon in a Shad Wrap. They made it in the DT flat. Um, that I don't think they would discontinue it. Demon isn't discontinued baits in Demon R. Okay. Anyway, here's a Lucky Crab LC 1.5. I don't know what the name of this color is. It's on Tackle Warehouse. It's kind of like a Rayburn red, kind of a gill. Here we go. Certain baits in Demon have been. I'm gonna have to search on that. Well, a DT flat has definitely been discontinued. DT fat is. Ike's colors in the Berkeley chunks are hard to find. Yeah. Gorgeous chartreuse gill. Yes, I have. Thank you, McCallum. I will do my research, but I'm 90% sure the color Demon isn't discontinued. But like the DT Fat 3, DT Flat 7, the Thugs, those are discontinued. But I do know all the Ike's colors are going away. But all Rapala has to do is instead of call something Rasta, they can call it, chartreuse green, and they keep the color. I mean, I don't think you can copyright colors. All right, let's do this. Here's 2 wiggle warts. They're not pre-Pradco or pre-Rapala. Here we go. Any build ant stuff, it's coming up. 2 wiggle warts. Yeah, well, Ike left Rapala. So, like, I don't know Levi, his deal with Rapala, but I'm sure they We're giving him some kind of compensation on all the Ike stuff. Thank you, Clay. Just some Phantoms, new ones. There ain't no way I'd sell two OG Phantoms. Berkeley. He left for Powell for Berkeley. Yeah, you can't trust them Reddit guys. And by the way, don't tell guys on Reddit that it's not proper to use a snap swivel on a spinnerbait or a Texas rig. They will literally tell you that you're full of shit. Like, I ain't using a snap swivel on a Texas rig. All right. One more 6XD. I did, Wes. It was a rattling one. It was a 2.5. Powder blue chartreuse 6XD. That's right, T and Fishman. DT6 or DT8 and Demon. Man. And I think they make the Rocco in that color and as well. Yeah. All right. We're gonna end it on a couple Build Ants baits tonight. And then I'm gonna grab a balsa bait for the giveaway. I bet it does. Gets wild here on Kentucky Lake too, man. When they move up really good, man, DT6 or DT4 and Demon is just hard to beat. All right. Two more Build Ants baits. This is a great looking Build Ants on one side, Jimmy Houston on the other, fat free shad. Really like kind of like a translucent gizzard shad. Man, I love this. Fat free fingerling. Here we go. Advantage series. That's it. And this other one is good looking little bait here. All right, you guys that's bossed up, stay put for the buyers giveaway, okay? Thank you, M. Chamberlain. I'm gonna pull out a balsa bait. Dang it. All right, here we go. Last crankbait for there's another Build Ants Jimmy Houston Advantage series. Look at this. Is this kind of like I guess red ear, pumpkin seed? Looks great. It's got some purple, some orange in it. Oh, fat free fingerling. Here we go. And then I'm gonna pull up. Would you guys rather have a balsa bait or a pre-wrapped wiggle wart for the buyer's giveaway? A pre-wrapped wart or a balsa bait for the giveaway? It's on you. Thank you, Grub. Doesn't matter. Either is good. How about I do something even crazier? How about I give one of each? A balsa bait and a pre-wrap wart. You guys stayed with me. We sold over 160 items tonight. So let's get into the boxes. Screw it. I'm going to get you a jaw jacker. Jaw jacker. You guys are good to me. You guys are so good to me. So, you foiled jaw jacker flat side. Let's see if I got a pre-wrapped Wharton here. We can. I don't want to go too crazy. Well, it's stuck together, son of a bitch. I'm not looking for a beat up one. I just don't want to get a super rare color. It costs. Here we go. This would be a good one. Here's one you can fish. You can paint. It's in good shape. Oh, Tennessee shad pre-wrap wart. Here we go. Let's run this giveaway. Dude, I love mimics. Oh, why is it running hard bait 148? Don't bid on 148. There's nothing running. So that giveaway will be done here in about. So this is the buyer's giveaway. A pre-wrap, kind of a Tennessee shad. You can see it, the stamp down there. And then here's a Rob Cochran jaw jacker flat side. So, that's $25, probably $20. So it's about $50 baits. So we'll run up for. I'll go ahead and let you guys know next Saturday though. Legendary baits, man's baby minus ones, more pre-Pradco bandits. I have some Normans, some other Rapalas. That'll be 7 o'clock, or whenever Tennessee gets done. It won't let you enter it. It should let you enter it. It's a buyer appreciation giveaway. Yeah, if it won't let you enter it, leave and come back in. It should let you enter, guys. Yeah. So if you're having trouble entering the buyer's giveaway, leave the show, then come back in. Um, so so next Saturday night, probably Tennessee Georgia play at 2:30. So about 7 o'clock is when we'll start that. Baby one minuses, stuff like that. Stuff I yard sale, to be honest with you. Some tough colors in the baby ones. Some more pre-Pradcos. Well, let's hope the dogs show up. Thoughts on Aguilar, dude? So straight up, Tennessee came out good. I don't know if I'll have any 4 minus, but I'll have 1 minus. Any Whopper ploppers? No, I'm done for the night. Gremlin Bud, we're just running our buyer giveaway. I will take Tennessee in the points in a heartbeat. I could be wrong. I think Aguilar, compared to Nico, is night and day. Footloose and taco salad. That's if I find one that Big Muddy's going to grab it. How do we know if we entered? Up top right it says giveaway, and you'll hit enter. If you were a buyer, you should be able to enter that. If it's not letting you enter and you bought something, leave the show and come back in. Yeah, possibly. I think Nico's dad's a fat idiot. If you want to know the truth, I shouldn't say. I mean, dude, there's some. Obviously, it was all a play to get paid. I had heard through the grapevine this time last year that he was going to try to flex NIL because they committed because they knew Tennessee needed a quarterback bad and they could get paid, and it didn't work out for them. But I don't like to talk about Nico. I just want to talk about how awesome Joe Aguilar has done. He actually goes through his reads. He doesn't overthrow everybody. He doesn't scramble out of bounds when the time hits zero. Dude, honestly, I think Merklinger and GMAC look good. Merk was definitely nervous at first. Yeah, Levi, tax free versus 13.3%. If UCLA pays him $1 million, that's what, 145,000 tax right off the bat. Dude, that's crazy. All right, we're gonna run this giveaway. It's running in 40 seconds. So if you were a buyer tonight, make sure you hit it. It's a pre-wrap board. Got a little scuff. Good one to fish. Rattle might be stuck. But you can, if you don't have a pre-wrap board, you get to say you got one. But then you get a little Rob Cocker flat side. Hey, thanks, 10 Fish. I'll run some follower giveaways next week. So I'll be back next Saturday, and then next Sunday night, we're going to run more stuff from the giant lot. And I may post a YouTube video. I got to get this YouTube video done. All right. Givey time. Who won that Givey? David Wee 78521. I believe that's a new buyer, guys. New guy won an awesome giveaway. Awesome giveaway. So thank you guys so much. Let's go raid somebody. We're gonna raid somebody. Let's go raid somebody. Tell them Baitman sent you. Let's go. Let's go to JD's fishing. He's a good guy. Let's send JD's.